Hey chickies, yes, I'm starting my voiceover here again. No, it's not going to be as long as last time, but I just wanted to say something, and it's not about politics, although, I'm leaving that over there. I just wanted to mention something about, how I was away for like a week. Gianna from Nail Storming, I'm sure many of you know who she is. She's a very wonderful nail artist, and she has a YouTube channel, although I think she's deleted all of her videos, but she has an Instagram account as well. I'll link her details in the description box down below. Now, recently she decided to have a little bit of time off. She's just started a new job, she's got a new love, and things are in her life, in her real life, outside of social media, are going really well. And for some reason, some people decided that it was their job to tell her what she was doing was wrong, and that the fact that she had a nail account on Instagram means that she owes her followers nail posts and nail videos, tutorials, and all of that sort of stuff. Now, my message to those people is back off. This is a human being you're talking to. She has a life outside of social media. Not everything is about you. I'm only talking to those nasty people. And to Gianna, you go, girl. You have a fabulous life. If you don't want to do nails for a while, then fine by every other sane human being like me. Yep, fabulous. It's wonderful. You just do you, sweetheart. Do you. That's it for that. I'm done. Okay, so for today, we're doing Halloween Mani. Yay! My first Halloween Halloween Mani for 2016. I'm so excited. Yeah, there's a lot of them in your future from me. Just saying. But, if you can't wait, there is a bunch of them in my Halloween playlist as well, which I'll link somewhere. Anyway, this one is a spooky heel. It was inspired by a picture I found on Google. Basically, all I did was Google Halloween and the words Halloween art, and then went to the images, Google images, and just, found something and that I was inspired by. So that's what I'm going to do. Hope you like it. Let's get into it. Okay, so the polishes I'm using today are OPI's Alpine Snow. That's on my two middle nails, and on my two outer nails, my pinky and my index nail, I'm using CIRQUE Colors Memento Mori, which of course is the best black polish in the world. Also, over the top of all of those four nails, I have a coat of Seche Vite, and then I'm going to be using these green polishes from China Glaze, one of which is from one of their previous Halloween collections. I cannot remember which collection it was, but I'll link all the details about everything I use in the description box down below, as per usual. I'll be using one of my latex-free sponges, which I have pre-dampened, and I'll be also using some Simply Peel from Bliss Kiss, and as you'll notice, they have changed their branding on their bottles. Just the branding though, not the formula. Everything is still exactly the same. So for the gradient on the two middle nails, I'm using the green polishes and then a teensy tiny, the smallest amount of CIRQUE Colors. Actually, no, I'm not using that. Oh, forgot. For the gradient itself, I'm using geez, can you talk? I'm using a black polish. I'm using OPI's Black Onyx. Because I didn't want the black to be super dark and super imposing on this gradient. I just wanted to make the green gradient that I was trying to create look a little bit dirty, and to do that I thought Black Onyx would be a better choice than CIRQUE Colors Memento Mori, and it turns out I was right. Even though these polishes were actually not super duper thin, it did take quite a few goes to get to the strength of colour that I was after, probably about 6 for each nail. So it was a bit of a lengthy process, hence why I am zooming, like speeding up this particular part of the video quite a lot, because otherwise it's going to be really long. So next I'm going to be doing the nail art, and to do that I'm using black acrylic craft paint, which I'm going to add a little bit of water to because I want it on the first pass over to go on quite thin. I initially started by using my fine detail brush, but then quickly realised that that wasn't going to work as well as I thought so, which happens quite often to me, and switched it out for just a general flat craft brush. Nothing special at all, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So as you can see, this is just not working, and I'm going to switch this brush out for a flat brush and come in to, now what we're doing right now is creating the hill in the background, which is not going to be as dark as the hill in the foreground. So it has to be a lighter shade of black at this particular area, in this particular part of the nail. Oh god, this is really confusing. Than the bit at the very tip of the nail, and for the heel that's supposed to be at the front or closest to you. It's called depth or something. I don't know. I really have no idea what I'm talking about. So hopefully what I said before will now start to make a little bit more sense. I'm coming in with the fine detail brush again and with the black acrylic craft paint without it being watered down at all. It's completely neat, and so this part is really, really dark. The next step is to create this spooky tree on the ring fingernail, which is so it's going to be on the far, anyway, the far side of the nail. Jeez, you wouldn't know that I've uploaded like over 650 videos on YouTube. You'd swear that this was my very first one. I had no idea what I was doing. Anywho, as you can see, like the spooky trees are really easy to do. You just let your brush do the sort of wiggly kind of branch lines, and you do as many as you like, and until you like what you see, basically. Now next I'm going to add some little feathering lines coming off of that dark hill to create some little bits of grass. It's just like long grass, you know, nobody's mowed it in a while, hence why it's so spooky. Could be some snakes in there, I don't know. Oh, it's getting ridiculous. Next I'm moving on to the middle nail, and I'm going to create another tree and some graveyard headstone type things, but like in the cross ones. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious me. You know what I mean. Now, this next step was, I don't even know why I left them in. I should have taken them out because I was really, really unhappy with them. And I've always had this trouble of freehand painting bats. So let's pretend that they're not bats, pretend that they're like crows or something, because they don't look like bats. It's really bad. And finally, I'm going to seal it all in with my favourite top coat. Of course, that is always Seche Vite, as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you liked it. Please forgive this photo. It was taken in front of my computer screen, so I could have what I was inspired by in the background, but it turned out really badly. So anyway, that's not a problem. But it does glow under my black light. That made me very, very happy. Like, I mean, seriously happy. I love things that glow. I don't do them anywhere near often enough. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. And thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Oh, and don't forget, to go and watch my previous video and subscribe. It's really important because I put those links right there because they give us that special outro card thing now. And yeah, anyway, I'm going now.